I'm a pescatarian, so I've never eaten chicken. So I've fallen into jellybeansweets TikTok, and I actually used to create feeder content, so I want to talk about it.
How does a 20-year-old go from content like this
I'm a pescatarian.
to content like this? Jellybean Sweets is a TikToker who was a pescatarian, which is someone that eats vegetables and fish and no meat, and is now a mukbanger. Does that sound familiar to you? I made a video about Nikocado Avocado, and he went from being a vegan to a mukbanger. Nicholas is someone with a massive personality, and I think that's partly why he succeeded on YouTube without being a mukbanger. And I feel the same for jelly bean sweets. Now, Nicholas went from being a mukbanger to someone who still does it but feels totally trapped in the choices that he made.
My life was going great. So I decided to do this YouTube life where I thought it'd be fun to reach people, share community, make videos. I thought that would be fun. I thought that would be a fun way to make money. A fun way to get myself out there. A fun way to live my life. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have thrown away the best years of my life.
Jelly Bean Sweets has a TikTok following of 1.5 million. And she's growing at a very fast rate of knots. She seems like a wonderful girl with a stunning personality. And in my opinion, she could have just kept doing her dance videos and the occasional food videos where she would eat normally and talk to her following. And people liked those videos. They watched them. They gave her wonderful comments. And then it all suddenly changed. Now they accuse her of making feeder content, but more on that later. Mukbang videos are a way of making big money on the internet because for some reason people like watching them. Now, me personally, I find this a very scary path to go down as it can have massive health implications. I'm also aware that this is a very delicate subject. And I'm not judging anyone who makes this type of content at all. I'm just basically trying to understand it and bring attention to the dangers. Some people like the sound of people eating, not me, but it's called ASMR content. So they like the sounds of the food being chewed and swallowed. And if we watch this video, we can see Jelly Bean Sweets is shoving the food into her mouth, bite after bite after bite. Her mouth is bulging like a hamster, and she's not actually swallowing any of it. I've got to ask, who really eats like that? To me, this is just rage bait content. And that's because it brings many comments and a lot more views. And she sometimes does 2 or 3 videos every day eating like this. It's all fast food and it just seems utterly crazy. And another thing that changed is that she now has time limits to eat the food on her videos. As we can see on these examples, eat this in 5 minutes, eat that in 4 minutes. Why? And why did it all change in July of this year? So just last month. Well, a lot of people feel that what Jelly Bean Sweets is making now is feeder content.
So I've fallen into Jelly Bean Sweets TikTok, and I actually used to create feeder content, so I want to talk about it. I know it when I see it, and I think a lot of people want to label it as definitely that. And I just want to say, first of all, anything can be feeder content. I know the community, anything can be feeder content.
And this is where people pay to watch you eat in a specific video that you make just for them by request. And this is a kind of fetish, a kink, if you will. They describe what they want to see, and generally, the messier, the better. They will also say they want you to do it in under 5 minutes, no talking, and lots of facial expressions and mess. So sauce everywhere. They may ask you to eat a family bucket from KFC, for example. And this feeder content is all designed to make the person eating it fat.
Now, the effects of them eating these massive amounts of foods are starting to show. This is a screenshot of one of Jelly Bean Sweets from February of 2023, and this is a screenshot from one of their most recent videos.
And in very extreme cases, to make you so obese that you cannot physically move and get off of your bed. They become totally immobile. In my personal opinion, that is just sick. The most worrying thing about this kind of content is the people who defend her and say she can eat whatever she wants. And they're right, she can. But I believe that is what is inherently wrong with today's society. Others, on the other hand, are very worried, and rightly so. I mean, look at the way she's drinking that drink. I would get a headache if I sucked that hard on that straw and had that cold liquid going down my throat at a rapid pace like she is there. That would literally give me a headache. And to cram 2 burritos together and consume the lot in under 4 minutes is extreme, to say the least. Please, can you explain to me how that is normal behaviour? Because to me, it is totally not. In fact, it makes me feel extremely sick. I understand that people encourage her because they don't want her to stop making this type of content. But she is doing this every single day. Where will it end? There was a person who pretended to be a feeder, and he contacted Jelly Bean Sweets on Instagram. He asked her if she does custom videos, and she actually answered him, which wasn't surprising to me, but maybe to other people who have followed Jelly Bean Sweets. The message is as follows. Do you do customs? What do you mean by custom? Custom mukbangs. Well, that doesn't really sound too much like she doesn't know what that is to me, but I could be wrong. She goes on to say, how much would you pay and what would you want me to eat? Willing to pay $150 for messy burrito long video or purchase an item from your wish list. Jelly Bean Sweets has got a wish list which is linked in her bio, and it's got clothes and bags and shoes and lingerie and things of that type. Well, I could understand why she would have clothes on it, because the more she's eating, the more weight she's gaining. So that would obviously save her a lot of money in having to go out and buy herself clothes to wear. Sorry for my English. It's not a first language. I am in Spain. Then he uses one of her own videos as an example of what he wants to see. And he says, if you can make it like this and with more liquid. She replies, lol, I actually just ordered a Taco Bell and it's coming in like 10 minutes. I'd be willing. Can I still post it on TikTok? Like I do with my other mukbangs. Now she wants twice the money. The gift or the payment from the person requesting the video and the revenue from TikTok. So she's obviously not stupid. She knows exactly what she's doing and the revenue she's going to get from it. And to me, it doesn't sound like this is the first time this has been requested. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. Now, for this type of content, I feel that she should make some kind of disclosure. She should put something in the description to make people understand what this type of content is. Because there are children who unfortunately watch TikTok, and I can 100% understand why my grandchildren are not allowed on TikTok or YouTube Shorts because you just have no idea what's going to pop up and what it's going to show them. In my opinion, this is morally wrong and disgusting for innocent kids and young adults to witness this sick behaviour. And to be honest, Jelly Bean Sweets must feel it's wrong as well because she has deleted her wish list. But there are many other creators who have talked about this and have screenshots of things that people had bought their names and how much people had spent, and now that's all gone. So that tells you something, in my opinion. This wish list is on a private site, so it doesn't leave any kind of paper trail and it's totally separate from TikTok. It was designed for content creators so that their subscribers, followers can order things from it for the person they're asking to make the feeder content. And that is a massive red flag to me. I just feel very sad that she's doing all of this just for money and gifts from feeders. I'm also scared to see what will happen to Jelly Bean Sweets in the future. To me, she's a 20-year-old who is misguided and, in my opinion, needs professional help. If she has to continue making food videos, I just wish she would do it in a normal and healthy way. She can go back to making content with healthy food, sitting there and talking like she did before, and she'll still get millions of views and still make money. I just hope she gets off this train of destruction. If you've enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.